Good God. This kind of stuff isn't as easy as it used to be, man. Let me tell you. This stuff used to be a piece of cake, and now I'm like, what do I say? But it's all good. We're going to get through this. So what's going on, boys? Today, we're going to be talking about the Axon M. This is just some casual thoughts on it, though. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to go into every little aspect of this phone. So I bought this phone because I wanted to experience a flip phone without having to pay that $2,000 Samsung premium. I don't even think they're selling it anymore. I think they canceled it or they're doing something with it. It's in limbo right now. So let's look that up, actually. Oh, so they scrapped it. I'm looking at the website. They scrapped it completely, and they're making a second version of it. So, yeah, I don't want to pay $2,000 for a folding phone, so I bought this one instead. And I figured that I'd at least have similar experiences to a product like that to not have to buy the fold. So I feel like the Axon M is a good enough opportunity to try it out. But yeah, I only care because it folds. If it didn't fold, I probably would I wouldn't even be making this video right now if it didn't fold. So if you buy this phone, you'll only be using one of like the 3 dual screen features in my experience. Tablet mode is probably the #1 reason you're going to buy this phone. That's all that really matters about this phone. The other features are literally just extras added on. I found myself using tablet mode the most, but I thought I was going to use it for watching YouTube videos, for watching Hulu, for consuming a lot of media. Nope. The split in the screen is too distracting, so I only use it for Reddit, maybe Instagram, general social media where the split isn't too big of a deal. That's what I'm going to call this. This giant black bar in the middle of all the content that you're looking at, I'm going to call it the split. And the split is too distracting if you're watching videos in tablet mode. When the split divides somebody's face, it's so immersion breaking. In my opinion, it's too ugly. I can't watch it. It's too ugly looking to watch it. A lot of content gets distorted because of that bar. There's nothing you can do about it besides just getting over it. And I don't want to just get over it. I want it to work the way I want it to. When I bought this phone, I visualized being able to watch just movies in a tablet mode. But because of that split, it's pretty much impossible for me. Not impossible, maybe not for you, but for me, nope. And that's it. If I wanted to, I could end this video right now because that feature is the only reason I bought this phone for. Some content looks good. Most stuff that you want to do, like stuff you actually want to do, like watch videos. Games is okay on it. I'm not going to lie. Playing games is okay on it. But watching videos, which is pretty much the #1 reason that anybody would probably want this for, nah, not even worth it. There's 2 other features in here that I feel like I shouldn't even want to talk about. There's one that's called multi-app mode, which basically you can just run 2 apps at the same time. That doesn't work for me. Like, the feature works, but I like to focus on one task at a time. The whole 2 apps at one time thing doesn't make sense to me. I've never seen anybody in real life even use that feature. I'm sure some people like it, but to me, it's just an invisible, non-existent feature that everybody types and says like, oh, hey, I'd like to use that feature, but no one actually uses that feature. So for those of you out there that are going to actually use this, you're going to have to get creative and find out what the hell you want to do with it. Some people, I can imagine people like taking notes on one and doing something on the other, but for me, I don't even bother. And then there's another feature that's directly related to this dual screen phone, which is called mirror mode. I've used it like 1 time. I've had this phone for probably like 3-4 months. I've used that feature 1 time for like 30 seconds and then never felt compelled to use it ever again. One time I'm like out to dinner and I want to like share stuff, or we're looking at pictures on Reddit or something like that, and I'm like, oh hey, let me put on mirror mode, and we looked at it for like 30 seconds. It was cool, and I'd never used it again. And if you're going out to dinner, you shouldn't even be on your phone anyway, so literally there's no point in using this that feature. So in that case, I want to end this video now, but there's a few things that I've noticed while using this phone that I want to point out because they're just hilarious. So the first one is the camera. Using the camera on this phone is so weird. First off, I hate having to switch between the 2 screens using the camera. I noticed this the other day. If you lock the phone while using the camera, it will cause you to have to switch to the rear to close the camera app, and then the phone's going to force you back to the front. Blows my mind that there's no better way that they could have sorted this out. Like I said, they shouldn't have. I feel like I have no deep insight to this, I'm just surprised that there's no better solution for this. Guys, the flashlight on this is an absolute joke. First off, the biggest issue is that there's no flashlight toggle anywhere natively. In order to access the flashlight, you have to go to the settings, which on any other phone you don't have to do. You just go to the status bar, flashlight, or on iPhone you just go to lock screen, flashlight. So easy. On this phone, they just decided not to do it that way, right? So you open up the flashlight. So actually, first you open up the settings, then you go to flashlight, right? And then when you open up the flashlight, they warn you not to look, but it's impossible not to look. You're looking at your screen, and the flashlight is literally 2 inches above where you're looking at. So it's right there in your face. You turn on the flashlight, it blinds you. It's so bad. And it's not that deep. It's not that big of a deal. Like really, like you can just download an app probably and then like boom, like turn on the flashlight. But I just have to question why anybody would ever do this, or why they were like, hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then I just have to question. So those are probably the funniest aspects that I have to point out about this phone. I also want to talk about some pieces of value that I got out of using this phone that I actually like. So one, and this is so bad, but I don't care. I have to let you guys know. The second screen is the best kickstand I've ever used on any phone. All this technology is degraded. This second screen, just turn it off, use it as a kickstand. It's probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Before, on all the other phones that I have with no second screen, I have to prop it up on like blankets or objects or whatever. On this boy, you just kick open that second screen, put it down, and then you got the perfect kickstand at any angle you could possibly ever want, and it holds it there. It's amazing. So if you're looking for that, then you're all set. The other thing I wanted to say that's really great is like playing Nintendo DS games. Like everyone says that, and I have to point it out. It's awesome. Download some ROMs, download an emulator, play some games. This is a really cool experience. If you buy it just for that, I'd be okay with that, to be honest with you. Basically, the best part about using this phone is just messing around with it. Now, this is for people who want to use it every single day as like their main phone. If I were you, I don't even think it's worth it. It's only good as a concept phone. This phone is best used just to be like, oh, how's it like to have a flip phone? That's the only reason you'd ever need this phone. But if you do, unfortunately, plan on using this every day, know that it lags a lot, crashes, freezes, not immediately, but like a month in, you're going to notice all these performance issues, and then you're going to be pissed that you bought this phone. So only use it as a concept phone if you're going to buy this phone. Other than that, if you need another phone, dude, there's no point in buying this. Just there's plenty of other phones out there that have better performance, better cameras, and that are getting software updates. You can get like the Galaxy S8 series, you can get the Essential phone, the LG G7, the V35. I could keep going. I can throw a list if you guys so choose, but it's not a bad phone, but just be prepared to deal with the inconsistencies of having a weird phone like this. If you're looking for just a normal phone, just buy a normal phone. If you want to have the flip phone experience, definitely buy this phone. These days it's cheap. It's like $150. So to me, the risk isn't really too major, and I think it's worth a try, boys. So I'm getting out of here. I'm running out of things to say. I'm out, boys.